Hi, I hope you're all here, ready to listen to some wonderful stories about music and mythology. So it was a pleasure to do Dandanaka series edition 4 about music. Like we told you, it was not sufficient. I mean, the time was not sufficient for us to just finish that SaPaSa series in just one hour, which is why we thought we will do a continuation of the same this month. Hi to everyone, and we are ready with the stories. So, sorry, I'm having a bit of a sore throat, so adjust Mari. Yes, music. Who does not like music, right? Music is very soothing to the soul. It connects with anybody instantly. It puts many people, whoever listens to music, at peace. Not only people, but also animals and other living beings. There have been experiments which have been done which proved that even plants grew really well after listening to certain type of music. So I wanted to start today's session with one such story from mythology. This is the story of Krishna. Krishna and how music and Krishna are connected. Of course, you all know that Krishna plays the flute and he just keeps everybody in a trance with his beautiful soulful music that he plays in the flute. But this is a story that many of you would not have heard. Now, when Krishna was a little boy, he had many friends, of which Balarama, his elder brother, was also one. They all used to play together in the banks of river Yamuna, and when they were playing and after they played and they just sat there and discussed about the play and the happenings of the day, Balarama once, who was always looking at getting stronger and stronger, he was known for his strength. So he just let out, he just told out to his friends that, you know what, one day I will be so strong, so strong, so strong that I'm going to control this bull Hastin that is there in this village. Now, Hastin was a bull that was there in the village, which was very huge and very fierce. Nobody could ever get near Hastin. Now, Balarama wanted to boast of his strength. He said, I would want to go and, stand near Hastin and hold him by his horns, and I'd show you all my strength. That was what Balarama said. But Krishna looked at Balarama, smiled, and said, maybe you want to just control him by his horns, but I wish to ride on Hastin one day. What? Are you really meaning what you're saying? You wish to ride on Hastin? Are you crazy? Is this even humanly possible? The friends started challenging Krishna. Now, Krishna, don't just keep saying anything just for the sake of telling, okay? Huh? We also know. You cannot be just going on blabbering something. Is it even possible to ride on Hastin? Do you think we're all fools? Now, Krishna smiled and said, why don't you give me 15 days' time? After 15 days, I will ride on Hastin and you can see it for yourself. Now they said, now don't give away a word and then you'll be caught. You know us. Krishna, rules are rules for everyone. You cannot be doing this to us. But Krishna just smiled and walked away from the place. Now, who do you think was really worried for Krishna? Who else but Radha? She was saying, Ayo, what is wrong with this Krishna? Why should he even do this? I don't know. This guy, no, he keeps telling something just for the sake of telling, and all these boys, they're not even worried about his health. But what will I do? What will I do without Krishna? This Krishna? She was really, really upset. And now, when the boys were playing near River Yamuna every evening, Krishna was missing. Now they were talking among themselves. Hey, did you see? Krishna is not coming anymore. I think he's really scared. He shouldn't have said. I told him that day only. He just lets out his words. And Balarama was teasing him. I don't know where my brother is. How can he even think that he could control Hastin while I, the strongest person in this whole village, is still thinking that I should be building up my strength so that I could control Hastin one day? This is something, I don't know what has gotten inside his head, is what Balarama was telling everyone. 15 days passed. Nobody knew where Krishna was. And now the boys were getting curious. Did he disappear? Did he go away somewhere? We should not let him go off like that, huh? Let us pull his leg. Why don't we go straight to Yashoda Mai and ask him where Krishna is? Ask her where Krishna is. And so they all went to Yashoda's house and said, Yashoda Mai, Yashoda Mai, where have you hidden your Laddu son? Huh? Why is he not coming to play with us only? And then Yashoda Mai comes out and she says, What? Krishna? Is he not coming to play with you every day? But every day he tells me that he's going to play with his friends, and where did he go? Really? You're not joking, right? Oh my god, I just hope there is no harm which has come over my son. Where is he? And then Krishna comes playing his flute and he says, I'm here only, Ma. Why are you getting scared? Now I'm going to play with my friends. Now wait, Krishna, first answer me. Where were you all these days? But then Krishna was gone. And behind him, all the boys and Balarama and the poor Radha crying and sobbing for Krishna. She said, What has come over you, huh? See, you don't have any care for me. All you think is about only yourself and your friends and your brother. Do you even have some love for me? Krishna, what you're doing is absolutely nonsense. He smiled and he said, I'm ready. What, you're ready? Let us go where Hastin is. Really? Are you joking? Is this even possible? Come, no. And then everybody followed Krishna. Hastin was grazing in the big grounds. Nobody dared to go near him. Not anybody except two people who were taking care of Hastin. But that day, Hastin was there in the grounds grazing, and Krishna went near Hastin. Radha was going back. All the boys were watching him, open mouthed. Balarama was even a bit scared. He said he took out his, Can I come? Can I come and help you, Krishna? Please don't go near him. He said, Shh, just listen to what I'm doing. And then he told Radha, Just come and stand behind me in such a way that you're not seen. Only two legs of mine should be seen. You should just completely come and stand behind me like that. Because animals recognize people by their feet, and he will know it is only I who's standing. And then Hastin just turned back, was not very happy. But then when he saw Krishna, something went absolutely not okay. This was not Hastin. He did not react to Krishna standing next to him. It was as if he knew Krishna for a long time. How was that even possible? People were just looking at him. And that was when Krishna jumped on him and pulled Radha back. The moment Krishna felt The moment Hastin felt that Krishna had gotten over him and there was somebody else, he grew really wild and he started running around the fields really, really, really hard. Krishna said, Hold on to me, Radha, don't let me go. He just took out his flute and he started playing his flute. As he started to play his flute, Hastin calmed down slowly, slowly. And after a few minutes, he started grazing in the fields with Krishna and Radha sitting on his back. They were all so surprised. How is this possible? And then Krishna told them the secret. Who does not like music? I know all the cows love my music. Why not the bull? So every evening, instead of playing with you guys, I went to where Hastin was and I started playing the flute for him, exclusively for him. Initially, he was a little petrified to see somebody coming near him. But slowly, I gained his trust through music, and that is how we became one. That is how even animals reacted to music. And that was one mythology story that I thought I will share with you all today about how music melts anybody. So now moving to the ragas. Sorry guys, bad throat. So, what do you think ragas are? When I say raga, it is literally, it translates to coloring. So it is like combination of different swaras so that you can improvise on any music. That is what raga is all about. So today I thought I will tell you three stories about ragas, three different ragas. The first one that I wanted to tell you all about is the raga of, now, before I'm going to tell what the next word is, let me tell you ragas also bring in various emotions when it is sung. It triggers your mood and brings in the right emotion. Each raga is set to trigger one certain emotion in a person. So, now this raga, the first raga that I'm going to talk to you about, is the raga which, when sung correctly, they say brings rains. Amritavarshini. So there is beautiful mythology story which I really love about Amritavarshini, and also two other incidents which happened, which is popularly talked about. So today I will share with you the story from the mythology and give you instances about the other two incidents, which you can later on go and search for yourself. Yes, Ravana. You know Ravana, right? The 10-headed Lanka king. He was really, really angry. All his guards came running to him and said, "There is a monkey in the kingdom, our lord. Please, majesty, there is a monkey in this kingdom and it is just causing havoc. We don't know what to do. The monkey seems to be very strong. Help us." And Ravana said, "After all, a monkey? Asuras, aren't you ashamed to tell me that a monkey is causing a havoc? Catch the monkey and bring him here." Mhm. Nobody was able to catch him. Finally, Ravana had to send Indrajit, and Indrajit had to use his Brahmastra. Now, Hanuman, the monkey, did not want to fight against Brahmastra. He paid his respect to Brahma and he got himself caught and he went near Ravana. That was the time Hanuman was meeting Ravana in person. And Ravana looked at Hanuman and said, "How dare you? Do you ever know whom you are looking at? I am the king of Lanka, the great Ravana. And you, a monkey? Tell me, who are you? Who dares to come to my kingdom and cause such a havoc? Do you know what this is going to cost to you? Maybe even your life." To which Hanuman replied, "I just thought I shall give you a taste of what we are. I am the proud messenger of King Rama, and I'm here to tell you, if you're not going to return Sita to our Rama and ask for forgiveness, 100 times more than what you saw today is going to happen to you and your kingdom. Your whole Lanka will be demolished and destroyed. So, Ravana, use your brains and let go of Sita and ask for forgiveness from our great king Rama." And now, Ravana, this is not going to happen. He roared in anger and he said, "Ha! What kind of a person, chi, monkey, are you? You come to me as a messenger and you have the great guts to tell me to let go of Sita? I, Ravana, is the invincible. Nobody can kill me. Ask your Rama to come. Let us have a war. Let us see who is getting Sita. Is it me or Rama? Don't ever dare to do this again to me, Anjaneya or Hanuman," he said. Hanuman looked at Ravana and said, "You don't even seem to have the basic manners. And you call yourself a great king? Basic manners? What do you mean, basic manners? How dare you talk to the great Lanka king like this? I'm the Lankatipati. Don't you know that? Whoever you may be, don't you know that you should pay respects to people who are coming to your kingdom? You want me to pay respects to you? You filthy monkey? How dare you do this? No respect for an enemy's messenger, is what Ravana said. But Hanuman, he had his own plans. Toing. His big tail formed into a very big chair, and there he sat on top of his tail chair, taller than Ravana himself. This enraged Ravana, and he said, "Kill this monkey, cut off his head, make him into pieces, and throw him in the fire." To which Vibhishana came running and said, "Anna, please listen. We don't kill messengers. It is not again. It is completely against the rules. We should not be doing this. Instead, why don't you just set fire to the monkey's tail if that is what is annoying you?" That seemed to be a better idea. He said, "Let me teach you a lesson. You monkey, you think that your tail is your pride? Now let me teach you a lesson." He called out to his soldiers and he set fire to Hanuman's tail. Do you think Hanuman was afraid? Do you think Hanuman was sitting there? Not at all. He just jumped here and there, and whichever place he went, and whichever place his tail touched, fire rose there. In seconds, the whole of Lanka was burning. The Asuras were running here and there, taking buckets and gallons of water and pouring over everything. No, the beautiful city of Lanka was getting destroyed. He could hear, Ravana could hear the cries of his people. "Oh, our dear king, save us, save us! The fire is eating us. The whole city of Lanka is going away. We are not able to do anything. Save us, save us!" What do you think Ravana did? He was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. And he was the one who made his Rudra Veena, taking out the nerves from his body. He made that as strings of Veena, and he played Veena for Shiva, after which Shiva came down to him. He took out his Veena and he started playing the raga. Which raga? Amritavarshini. And when he played Amritavarshini, the mythology states that rain came pouring down and the city of Lanka was saved from devastation. That is how powerful the Amritavarshini Raga is. The Amritavarshini Raga is supposed to invoke joy, invoke passionate happiness when it is sung correctly, and it is supposed to bring rains. Two other famous stories in this raga is, I'm just going to state them. It's about Muthuswami Dikshidhar, one of the trinities of Carnatic music. When he went to Ettayapuram, a district in Tirunelveli, he saw it was hit by famine, drought, and there was no rains. The people pleaded to him, requested to him to sing to bring rains. He was known for his powers of invoking gods through music. And they say Muthuswami Dikshidhar sang the Kriti in Amritavashni Raga, and rain came pouring down. That is one story. And the second one is involving Akbar and Tansen. Now, you all know that Tansen was the singer in Akbar's court, and there were some jealous ministers or musicians in Akbar's court who said, who were very jealous of Tansen's, musical abilities. Tansen, if when he sung the evening raga in the morning, they say even the sun went behind the clouds to create an evening atmosphere. He had such power, control over the songs that he sang, and he sung it with such devotion that every emotion that has to come through the raga fell in place when Tansen sang. So they called and told Akbar that Tansen should be able to light up the lamps in Akbar's court by just singing. And they know Tansen will have to do this by singing the raga Deepak. But what the Akbar did not know was, once Tansen started singing Rag Deepak, he is for sure to light the lamps, but the heat in the body will also go up. They were hoping that Tansen will die because of that. But Tansen was a very clever fellow. He called out to his daughters, and he instructed them to sing Rag Megh Malhar, which is the Hindustani equivalent of Amritavarshini. The moment they hear him sing um, Deepak Raga in Akbar's court. So when Tansen was going really deep into the Deepak Raga and he could feel the burning in his body, his daughter sang Megh Malhar and they brought Amritavarshini, and they brought rain down, and Tansen ran outside to the rain and he was cooled instantly and was saved. So that is the story. Amritavarshini, a very powerful raga. Try playing and listening to that. Whenever I listen to Amritavarshini, I always see a peacock dancing in front of me. I don't know why. That is the image that I get in my mind. Maybe I associate rain with peacock, but the joy that the song brings is absolutely amazing. A very favorite song that I have is from Ilayaraja movie. தூங்காத விழிகள் ரெண்டு உன் துணை தேடும் நெஞ்சம் ஒன்று வெண்பூ பந்தல் விரித்தாலும் கண் பன்னீரை தெளித்தாலும் ஆனந்தம் எதற்கேது அன்பே நீ இல்லாது தூங்காத விழிகள் ரெண்டு என் துணை தேடும் நெஞ்சம் ஒன்று. So that is in Raga Amritavarshini. Such lovely raga. So please go and find out more about the raga. The second raga that we want to talk to you about is a very interesting raga, because I've heard so many songs in this raga. I didn't even know that it was in from this raga, because I'm not, an expert in ragas and music. I love listening to music, but this is a recent interest of trying to figure out what raga the songs that I listened to could be. I usually listen to Ilayaraja music, Tamil songs. So it's very interesting to find about this raga and also go and research about the mythology that is behind this raga. Now, a song that I love from this is பூங்காற்று திரும்புமா ஏன் வார்த்தை விரும்புமா ஆத்தாடி மனசுக்குள்ள காத்தாடி நனனனா நானனா நானனா. This is a very beautiful song that it brings so much emotions in you. It's a Shivaji and Radha song, Bharati Raja movie. And such a lovely piece of music that Ilayaraja has created. Now, the raga in which this song is called. No, I'm not going to tell you. Story first. Okay? So, let me take you to the abode of Shiva, Mount Kailash. Shiva was sitting there, and on his three sides were his Ganas and the Devas. They were all gathered together to listen to Shiva talk about the four Vedas. And Shiva was sitting there in the midst of all the Ganas and the Devas, and he was turning to each side and was reciting and narrating the Vedas. He looked at his right, and as he narrated one Veda, and when he looked straight and he narrated the second Veda, and then he looked to his left and he narrated the third Veda. Now, every time Shiva turned and narrated the Vedas, they saw that the Vedas differed in the way it was being narrated or recited. Now, they had three notes, is what the mythology says. Three notes from the seven notes of the music: the Rig Veda, the Yajur Veda, and the Atharvana Veda. But the Ganas and the Devas, the mythology says, requested Shiva to present the fourth Veda with more notes so that they could listen to it with more clarity. And it would be nice to the ears too. And so Shiva, they say, took the song verses from the Rig Veda and he used the seven notes of the music and he sang to them the fourth Veda. And that was the Sama Veda. And the raga in which the Sama Veda was recited or sung was called as Hara Priya. Hara is Shivan and Priya is something dear. So Hara Priya became something dear to Shiva. Now, this Veda was Sama Veda, which was found to have all the seven notes of the musical scales. Now, what is very interesting is Shiva is also known as Samagana Lolan or Samagana Priyan, and this raga came to be known as Harapriya. But later, uh, they had to add, suiting to the whatever the technicalities of the music, Khara was added to the Harapriya raga and it was known as Kara Harapriya. So that is the raga that I'm talking about. Such an interesting mythology behind this raga. Another beautiful song that I really like from the Tamil movies is, what's that? என்ன மனமுள்ள பொண்ணு இன்னும் மருதையில கேட்டாக, மன்னார்குடியில் கேட்டாக, அந்த மாயவரத்துல கேட்டாக, சீர்சனத்தியோட வந்து சீமையில கேட்டாக, சிங்கப்பூரிலும் கேட்டாக, தன்னே நானே நானே நான் எல்லாம் ஒன்னால வேணாம்னு சொன்னேன் தன்னால, என் மச்சான் ஓ மேல ஆசைப்பட்டு வந்தேன் முன்னால, என்ன மனமுள்ள பொண்ணு இன்னும் மருதையில கேட்டாக. This has got a very nice melodious tune like that. Now try listening to Samavedam. Samavedam is supposed to be very melodious to the ears. And I would like to proudly say that here, my tata, my dad's dad, is a Samavedi. He's an expert. He was an expert in Samavedam, and he has taught Samavedam to many people. He was guru. He was the guru who taught Samavedam to many people, and I keep listening to Samavedam almost every day in my life. I grew up listening to Samavedam, all of them will be there and they would chant and recite, and it is absolutely fantastic to hear them recite the Vedam with such what do I say, perfection. So, Karahara Priya is the raga in which Samavedam was sung first by Shiva himself, is what the mythology says. So, I'm definitely hoping that this is going to cause in you more, um, curiosity to go and find more about this raga. Uh, the third raga that we want to talk to you all today is about my favorite raga. I should say it's a family favorite. Everybody in our family loves this raga. So I'm just going to try and sing the swaras of this raga. Hmm. Sa ga ma da ni sa, sa ni da ma ga sa, sa ga ma da ni sa, sa ni da ma ga sa. Now, what emotion is this trying to bring inside you? When you're listening to this raga, what is coming inside your mind? Relaxation. It relaxes the mind, it calms you down, and it gives you peace. That's exactly what this raga is supposed to invoke. Now, the mythology behind the raga and then the raga's name. Sati. She was the princess, Daksha's daughter. Mm, Dakshayani, she was called. Now, Sati, the princess who every other king wanted to marry, was having her heart somewhere else. Her heart was in the Himalayas. Her heart was with a man who was sitting there in the Himalayas and meditating. Her heart was with Mahadeva. She could not take her mind off what she saw. or what he heard about him. She fell for him, and her heart was completely filled with love for Shiva. Now, Daksha, the king, he did not like his princess daughter to go and marry someone who was sitting in Mount Kailash and doing meditation. He tried convincing Sati, like, many dads who really love their daughter. He went to Sati, tried to make her understand. One stubborn lady she was, one stubborn princess she was. She had already told him that if you want me to get married, daddy, it is going to be only Shiva, not anybody else. Now, Daksha was interested in expanding his territory by getting her married off to some other powerful king, so that the territory expands and he becomes more powerful. That was how marriages were arranged during the kings and queens, and that's how people married each other, kingdom to kingdom. But Sati was stubborn, and so he decided to go and talk to her in the nicer, fatherly way. He called Sati and said, "My dear darling daughter, now listen to what daddy has to say. You, look at you. Look at the beautiful dresses. Ramyaka Pardini you are. Such beautiful hair you have. And how you decorate your hair with beautiful flowers. And every time you walk, I just look at your hair and I think, is this hair or is this a snake? It looks like a snake. Such beautiful thick hair." And Sati was like, "Yes, pa, thank you." And then he said, "Have you ever noticed his hair? Matted locks. Matted locks, not unkempt hair. How would you like to even? I can't even imagine you standing next to him, Sati. You are my beautiful princess. And that guy you were talking about, Mount Kailash, meditation, yogi, whatever he calls himself, he has matted hair." And Sati said, "It does not matter, daddy. It does not matter. My heart belongs to him now. If you want to see your daughter married, then it has to be only with Shiva. If there is no Shiva, there is no Sati." She was madly, deeply, truly in love with that yogi. Daksha tried. He said, "Look at your face. What have you smeared on your face? It's glowing with chandan and turmeric. And look at your cheeks. Look at your complexion. Sati, that guy smears ashes all over him. Don't you understand your father's? I just can't stand to see that you would be standing next to him as his wife. No, ma. No, please don't do this to your dad." And Sati said, "You're not seeing beyond. You're not seeing beyond the physical attributes, pa. What do I tell her? Look at your clothes. You're a princess. Look at how I adore you, how I put all jewels over you, and how I want to decorate you and I want to see you as my princess. But that guy, he wears tiger skin. Leave that. He goes begging for food, Sati. He takes a skull as a begging bowl and he's going and begging for food. You are a princess. How can I get you married off to a beggar like him?" More than anything else, he does not know the difference between good souls and bad souls. He's always surrounded by bhuta ganas, ghosts and goblins and whatnot. And you walk in the garden. He walks in the graveyard, Sati. Don't you see the big difference that I'm telling you? Mhm. Against Daksha's wishes, much to Daksha's disappointment, Sati married Shiva, and Daksha was not at all happy. Every time he got a chance, he wanted to insult Shiva, which was why he did a great yajna. And he called all the Prajapatis and the gods to honor them. But he did not send an invite to his daughter Sati and his son in law Shiva. And now Sati was very, very upset. She said, "There, everybody has got an invitation, even Nandi, your, your vehicle. Your gatekeeper, he has got an invitation. I think Appa would have just forgotten. I think we should not be just, we should be going, Shiva. What do you say?" And Shiva calmly said, "No, I would not like to come to a place where I'm not invited. Sati, let me tell you, you are not going to be happy by going there." Sati did not listen. Her parents, she wanted to go there. Her heart wanted to go there. And she looked at Shiva and she said, "Okay, you don't come if you don't want to, but let me go." "I would not want you to go, Sati. Listen to me. Please, Shiva, it's your wish," he said. Sati went there, but did not get the due respect that she had to. Daksha insulted her, insulted Shiva, and Sati was upset. She decided to sacrifice herself in the fire and she jumped into the yajna, burning herself. They tried to retrieve her, but no. When Shiva heard of Sati's sacrifice, he was so angry. They say he started to do the Rudra Dandava, taking Sati's body in his hands and turning around, and the whole world was in a chaos. The three worlds were darkened. Nobody knew what to do. But somehow things settled down. And Shiva went into deep meditation, not wanting to come or see anybody. Nobody was able to do anything to him. They say Sati was reborn as Uma Parvati, and she went to pacify Shiva and asked him to take her as his wife, which Shiva refused initially. But later, they say Parvati sung the raga sa ga ma da ni sa sa ni da ma ga sa, the raga Hindolam, and that relaxed Shiva's mind. And that is how Shiva and Uma Parvati united again, and there was cosmic balance. Such beautiful mythology behind the Hindola Raga, right? I love this song especially. Nambi கெட்டவர் எவரையா உமை நம்பி கெட்டவர் எவரையா உமை நாயகனை உன் திருமணி இறைவனை நம்பி கெட்டவர் எவரையா உமை நாயகனை திருமயிலையின் இறைவனை நம்பி கெட்டவர் எவரையா. That is in Raga Hindolam. So these are stories that we wanted to tell you. If this is very interesting for you, please go and try finding more about these ragas. And when you know something, please share it with me also. I'll be all the more interested to learn more about any of these. But we wanted to finish this Dandanaka series by telling you the story of the musical legend in India. Who else? None other than MS Amma, MS Subbalakshmi. So this was a story which was requested by one of our viewers. She's Mrs. Shobana Shankar from Coimbatore, and here it is, Mrs. Shobana Shankar. That the story that you had requested. So this is a incident. This is an incident from MS Amma's life, MS Subbalakshmi's life, and such a beautiful incident because it has got music and MS, they just go together, right? So this is something which I wanted to share with you all and close this Dandanaka series for today. MS Amma was a great devotee of Mahaperiyava, Kanchi Mahaperiyava. And so, whenever she has to take very important decisions in life, they say she went to see Mahaperiyava, sought his blessings, and then proceeded as according to whatever he said. So, this was the time when she had gone to meet him and said, Periva, I have been invited, asked to go to the United Nations. Oh my God, my battery is running low. Let me see. I have been asked to go to the United Nations, and sing representing India, sing there. I don't know if I should take this up or not. What do you say? Mahaperiyava said, of course you should take this up, because this is not an honor for you. It is an honor for India because you're representing Bharata Desha. And then he said, I will write a song for you. You go and sing this song there. And then he wrote a song. MS Amma was thrilled to get okay from Mahaperiyava and to also sing a song that he has specifically wrote for this occasion. She went there, landed on the day of when she had to go and sing. You won't believe, her throat went sore. She could not even talk, let alone sing. People who came with her tried so many medications, they tried to give her so many natural remedies, nothing worked.